Rainwater harvesting tanks have many great uses, such as providing rainwater for garden irrigation, flushing your toilets, and even for washing your clothes. But they do need to be covered. Now that you've chosen your water tank, it's time to choose the right lid for it. A lid for your rainwater harvesting system is very important as it stops vermin, birds, and other mammals from entering the tank, while obviously reducing condensation so the water stays in the tank. But it can be tricky to decide which lid is suitable for your home and needs. In this video, we'll explain which tank's lid will be most suitable for you. It's important that whoever is installing the tank, whether it's yourself, a builder or groundwork contractor, that they realize this is a rainwater harvesting tank and not a septic tank or wastewater treatment tank. And as such, the cleanliness inside the tank is of paramount importance, because when it comes to be filled with water, it is going to be used for your washing machine, flushing your toilets, or an outside tap. And the water needs to be as clean as possible. So if dirt or soil, bits of gravel or stone find their way into the tank during the installation process because the access points have not been covered, or people aren't very careful with what goes into the tank, then this will have a detrimental effect on the whole rainwater harvesting system once it's installed. It will invariably mean that the tank must completely be cleaned out as soon as it starts to be used because the rainwater will be dirty. There may be some buildup of mud at the bottom of the tank, and it will all have to be cleaned out to prevent a negative effect on the system from day one. So it's important that the tank is installed with the access covered or a lid temporarily already on, but mainly that the people doing the installation are made aware that this is a rainwater harvesting system and to be careful of what goes in the tank. This is a challenging part of the installation because you are digging a hole in the ground and building sites are obviously full of mud, soil, dirt, gravel, and often can be wet and raining, and it is challenging to make sure the tank stays clean, but it is very important. When choosing the type of tank, you also must decide what type of lid you require on top of the tank. On most tanks, you'll have two options. The standard lid, which will be pedestrian loading, which will be suitable for installation in a garden. This will only take pedestrian walking over it and must not be used in driveway or roads where heavier loads can go over the top of the tank. The second choice is a driveway loading lid. These are usually cast iron and will take a light traffic load, so typically a car or a van, which is suitable for a driveway on a domestic property. If the tank is to be installed in an access road or commercial property where there are lorries or heavy goods vehicles passing over it, then this must be considered to ensure that the tank lid is suitable and the underground tank can withstand the load of the weight above it. The lid offers a 3.5 ton loading. Aside from this, the tank needs to be submerged deep in the ground, usually 800 millimeters, to ensure there is enough cover above the tank to protect it. If further load bearing is required, the tank cover can be recessed below suitable ground level and a manhole cover and frame can be located above. We can then increase the loading over the top of the tank by quite considerably by incorporating a reinforced concrete slab. Specifications and details on this should be provided as a requirement for your project.